All right, Vanessa here is dating two great guys. Which one does she ditch? Which one does she date? It's a Bert Show, ditch or date. All right, Vanessa, you're dating two guys. Do they know about each other? That's the first thing.
No, they don't.
Okay. Are you just now starting to date both these guys? Like you don't owe anybody anything yet? Or is this already a little on the shady side?
Well, okay, it's not shady. I've not talked to either of them about being exclusive. I met both of them kind of between like Halloween, Thanksgiving. So it's been about like 5 or 6 months that we've been dating each other. But again, that neither of them brought up being exclusive. And, I don't feel obligated to like bring up that conversation. It doesn't seem like a cheating to me because we've never really talked about any of those things, either of them. But I think maybe it's time that I do need to, like, get exclusive with one of them, and I'm just having trouble deciding who I should focus on, because they're both great people.
So before we proceed, Vanessa, I would just love to know, if you were in their shoes and you found out one of these guys was dating somebody else for 5 months, how would that make you feel?
I mean, if I hadn't talked to them about being exclusive, I don't think that I would be upset.
Okay.
That's on me for not bringing up those conversations.
I don't know. We could debate this one. 5 months seems like a long time for me. Like 5 weeks, that's one thing. Like I don't owe you anything in 5 weeks if we're hanging out. But 5 months, I'm starting to feel like I'm in a relationship.
Same. 5 months, I would like to think that we're exclusive, but she does have a point, and you can't assume that. If you don't ask, then you can't be mad.
All right, so rather than judging that whole thing, what are you trying to do here? Trying to pick one or the other?
Basically, yeah. I mean, like, the first guy is, he's really everything I'm looking for on paper. He's funny, he's reliable, he's kind of got that future husband energy, dependable, he's good looking, and my family really likes him. But the other guy, he's really fun, he's very spontaneous, he's a musician, and we have, like, insane physical chemistry. It's just not there with the first guy the way it is with the other one. But, the second guy's also, like, he's a musician, so, he's not very financially stable. His lifestyle doesn't make him very dependable. He cancels on me a lot because he has to go to a show. But, the thing is, like, I really like both of them, and the second guy is very exciting to hang out with and, date. But the first one is probably the better long-term fit. I don't know.
Well, so, I think this advice seems pretty obvious, at least to me. Like, where are you in your life? I mean, where are you? Are you looking for a guy that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, or you want to go and have a little fun? Because the bad guy here, I should say bad boy, is guy number 2, right? So it's exciting. He's a musician. You guys have this amazing physical chemistry. But guy number 1 is like long-term. He's a reliable, like you say, long-term partner. So where are you in your life? That's the one that you pick.
I mean, I'm in my late 20s. I mean, I am in a place where I probably should be getting serious.
No, that's not. This is not about what you should or should not be doing.
Yep.
Where are you currently in your life? What do you feel like you need in your life?
Probably need stability more than I need fun. But, John, the first guy, we'll call him John. And he just, I don't know. My family likes him, and I guess maybe I should be focusing on the guy who I feel like I can introduce to my family. And the other guy, let me just close the other guy, Blake, for instance. And he's not somebody who I would even introduce to my family because he's so unreliable. So I guess maybe that is what I need.
I feel like you're shoulding yourself. Like, I feel like you were saying to yourself.
Shoulding.
I said shoulding.
She said
shoulding.
Yeah.
Okay. We're looking at her and then looking at Tommy like, are we supposed to delay that? Is this the bonus content?
You guys think I would say that with my whole chest on national radio? No, I say that because it sounds like or what you thought I said, but it's not. You are shoulding yourself. I should feel this way. I should want guy number 1 because he's dependable. And right now you're battling between what I have battled a lot in guys that I've dated, where you have guys that you're compatible with and you have guys that you have chemistry with. And I feel like right now you're really drawn more towards the guy that you just have chemistry with, because it's when you talk about guy number 2, you get excited, you get giddy. And I feel like life is just too short to go with the guy that you feel like you should be with, because at the end of the day, you're going to dump guy number 2. And the entire time you're with guy number 1, you're going to be thinking about the guy that you had incredible chemistry with.
I agree with the excitement part. I feel like we can't tell you who to date. That really comes down to you and what you want. But the way I see it, logically, if either one of these guys were a true standout, then you wouldn't have this much of a hard time picking one. So the long-term thing is probably not even a thing, because you'd know that. So why don't you just go with the excitement? It just seems to make the most sense.
You know what? That's pretty good advice.
That's
right
really
there.
good advice.
It's logic.
It's like, we can't tell you who to date. I'm like, yes, I can. Ditch number 1, date number 2.
The Bert Show.